Hello my friends, a lot of you have been asking questions about Resort lately, so here's a guide specifically for the route that I take when looting Resort. And as I have said many times before, night raids are always safer when it comes to making money, so let's get our night vision goggles and get right to it. If you get a spawn that's further away, obviously be ready for a fight. This is just a scaver. So if you come here at night, if you see two guys just crouching there, that means that cultists are spawning into this raid. So you may want to fight them. That's on you. This is not the video for that. But they are extremely good when it comes to shooting, so be careful. They do push you into the first floor, but they don't come upstairs to the second floor, so be ready for that. I guess I should be telling you about the loot instead of the cultists. So Lytic spawns or all sorts of med spawns around the showers and in showers. Also on top of this little box here. On this little whatever this thing is. And then inside of this suitcase you find a bunch of loot, including a possible Lytic spawn. And then you get valuables here and here in the corner. And I think there's a Lytic spawn on the couch as well. I've never found one, but now you know there is one. So med spawns on the table and around it. Then you get more med spawns in front of the PC. You get the PC block itself. I do recommend looting PCs because they do have a chance of a good old GPU. And then another valuable spawn there. My loadout really quick. I do like to bring a TV rig for... If I'm going strictly for loot, I do like to bring the TV rig. But it's only class 4, so you don't always see me rocking that. But for the purpose of looting or just making money, then this is one of the best ones, I'd say. And I do have a raid bag with 2 load-bearing rigs, as you can see. It's a pretty sizable investment, but it's well worth it if you make it out, because it gives you 18 extra slots combined with the two rigs. So there is that. So more loot on the table, med spawns on the shelves here, and then you get a med case. Now this SJ6 generally I would keep, but for the sake of the video I want to show you how much profit we're making in the end, so I'm going to put it in the other injector case. I just have so much space with my Kappa that I just have an extra injector case in case I need in case I find a lot of stims, and you do find quite a few stims on Shoreline. So these bags here, you get some industrial spawns on the table here. And I show you the med case as well, and that's about it. We're gonna push upstairs. Now there's a ton of duffel bags and I think a med bag as well on the first floor. I'm not gonna show you every single duffel bag and so on and so forth, because no one cares really. We're going into 218 here, which leads us into 215. Which has a chance for a red keycard spawn on the table. I believe it's can clip onto the ground as well, so just check it. Better safe than sorry, and you get a duffel bag here. I don't want to show you every single duffel bag, I just want to show you what I personally loot when it comes to the resort. So across from 218 you go into 219. You get a valuable industrial spawns on the ground here, and then here there's a Lytics. I've never found a Lytics there before. God damn it. I did not expect this at all, but you can get like GPUs and stuff like that, and apparently Lytics as well. I was kind of hoping to not find a Lytics, because I know people are gonna say that you can this only makes you money if you find a Lytics, which is not true. But we're going into 226. You can also buy the 222 key. That's for some reason hard for me to say, but these are connected by a balcony, so you only need one of these keys. So shelves here, Lytics spawns on these shelves as well. I think Lytics can spawn on the ground here as well, so look out for that. And that includes like valuable spawns as well, and money and stuff like that in the corner of the carpet here. Weapon box obviously. Always worth checking, you get pretty decent items out of these usually. And more med spawns on the counter here. You get valuable spawns on the floor here on the right side of the counter. And then more med spawns on the side of the bed there. We go across, check the table here. And basically Here you can find Tetrises, even a GPU if you're lucky. And then inside of this little box here you get valuable spawns like horses, GP coins, even a Bitcoin. If you're a little bit more fortunate, I'm gonna put the stuff into my rigs. One thing I would highly recommend doing is checking the grenade boxes. So this M67 grenade can go up to 20-30k, but you can also find the whatchamacallit, the I don't know how much this one is specifically, to be honest, but the grenades for grenade launchers, I know the gray ones can go for like 30-40k, so I recommend checking those as well. I don't think this one's worth much. I'm gonna drop it. I know you guys are gonna scream at me if I made a mistake there. So check this weapon box as well, of course. And we're gonna go out. And this room here, 227. Check the top of the washing machine and this windowsill here. You can get like med spawns and industrial spawns. And I've seen people say that on top of the washing machine there is a spawn for athletics as well. So we're going up to third and 328, or this is the utility room key. Each one is acceptable as they are connected by a balcony. I like the 328 more because it just gives me access to the loot room straight away. So weapon parts here. Generally nothing too special here. Money spawns on the corner here. And obviously PC and like other industrial stuff here. Check the PCs, guys. You go across here. Check the table. You can get like gold chains and GP coins and stuff like that. Gold chains are pretty frequent there. And there's a duffel bag here. Now I did say I don't really loot duffel bags that are loose, but if I go into a room and there's a duffel bag there, there's a good chance that I will loot it. Now check around the marked room here. On the floor you can get valuable spawns like vases and cats and stuff like that. And then check the pig itself, or the guy with the pig head. And inside of the ear here, there's a chance for a gold chain spawning as well. I'm gonna pop a painkiller, because you never know in this game. Now, full disclosure, I tried 2 raids at daytime, and it was pretty busy around here. We're going into 316 here, which has a lot of weapon parts. And for some reason the daytime raids were extremely busy. And I did die a few times. And it's very annoying. But night raids seem to be pretty quiet. Usually Resort has been very quiet in general because I've been streaming. I've been coming here strictly for PvP, and it's just the safest place on earth. By the way, the cultists can spawn in during the raid as well, so if you want to like peek over the corner of the balcony, you can do that as well. But try and be quick, because these guys lock onto you pretty much instantly and they start blasting you, so be careful. Weapon parts on the table and underneath the table. You have a weapon case here, or weapon box. Can find some good stuff occasionally. And then more industrial spawns on here. And then on top of these boxes here in the corner, there's a med spawn, including a chance for athletics. Also, med bags I do recommend looting if you come by them, because there is a chance for athletics in those as well. Med cases and med bags are like... There's a med bag here, there as well. I don't remember if I looted it. I think I did, yeah, because I was talking about the balcony. I do have a very good memory. XD. And weapon box here. Now this is 310. This used to be a pretty good room for like bitcoins and stuff. It's been pretty mid lately, last couple of wipes, so I've been avoiding it. But once you get down to the second floor, there is a room called 209. Med spawns inside of this and on the table in the windowsill. And including a athletics spawn, apparently. I personally have never found one, but I've seen multiple people say that they found one, so I believe them. This weapon box here, this is where I found a red rebel a few wipes ago, so 100% recommend checking those, the big green ones. And also, I did not mean to come downstairs that fast. There's a another room up here. So 308 or 306 over there. Get a key for either one of them, because they are connected by balcony. And this med case as well. Chance for athletics. Then you get food spawns and stuff like that on the table there. Come across, there's a another weapon box here. Looting a lot of boxes can get a little annoying, so I do skip a lot of them during the raids, because I usually get a full bag anyway. So valuable spawns in here, and then you get a couple of PCs. 4 PCs to be exact. So I totally understand if you guys want to skip PCs and some of the boxes. I do not blame you one bit, because they are extremely annoying to loot, especially if you're doing like multiple raids in a row. But at the same time, it does level up your searching, so wouldn't hurt. So now we're gonna run down to the second floor. Also, these shelves here have some spawns, industrial spawns, that you might be interested in. Now you can just cross this. At nighttime it's relatively safe, but still there is a risk of getting spotted by someone either on the other side or in admin building. So do with that as you will. I generally run across. I like to skip the admin most of the raids. But we're gonna go check it out for the sake of the video. Careful with the hole in the ground there, or hole in the ceiling. You can hear someone shuffling. It's a scav most likely. You're gonna run all the way around here, and underneath the ashtray here there's a spawn for a red key card, which is a lot of money. And there's more industrial spawns over here, or like barter items. And then the first room on the left, more electronics and stuff like that. And then another PC down here. Alright, this is the last PC I'm gonna loot, because I know this is extremely fun for you guys to watch. So, industrial spawns here, PC here. Check these shelves, you can find some pretty good stuff. Unfortunately, the foam isn't worth anything anymore. And money on top of the safe here on the corner. And there's another room with PCs and a weapon box in the corner there. Check it if you want. I personally, like I said before, I usually skip admin because I just don't like it. I want to get straight to east and west wing and just get out of here as fast as I can. So check down here for scavs. They might sneak up on you. Inside of this little utility room, whatever you want to call it, storage room, get some pretty good industrial spawns. I do recommend checking this out. And before we go upstairs, I'm going to show you the basement, because there is a red keycard spawn right here, I believe. Inside of that locker there, so do recommend checking that. We're gonna go onto the second floor. So this is the sky bridge I was talking about. You can run across here if you want. Either have a key for 205 or 203. I recommend 205 because it has a oh, this is open, so this means someone's been here. And someone's been closing doors, which is cringe. Okay, so red keycard spawn right there. You get a couple of med bags and stuff like that. Let me check here. Don't want to get snuck up on. The duffel bag here. I also get money and stuff like that on the counter there. Or whatever you want to call that. Now there's a couple of athletic spawns here. Either on the floor here or on the chair. And then you get a toolbox. I do recommend always checking the toolboxes. You never know what you get out of those. And same with med cases and med packs. I know I said I skipped some of them, but If they're in a room that I unlock, I just check them. Because there's someone meeting around there, so... Chance he's either fighting cultists or he's trying to see if there's any cultists. We're gonna go check 301. As you can see, he opened 306 over there, which is a quest key. Well, might be a lower level. Anyway, 301 is like the best room of resort. Once you get in here, check the carpet for loose industrial spawns. And then on top of these water containers or whatever they are. Across the balcony, over there is a valuable spawns, which can be Letixes. So this guy has been obviously looting everything. You get more valuable spawns or valuable med spawns over there. And check inside of this these newspapers as well. So just hover over and you get this like white dot on my screen, as you can see. I don't know why I'm checking the PC. I promise not to check them, so I'm not going to check it again. Alright. 306. It's a key that I don't really have on me, so I never checked this. We're going to cross into this room here, which is a 311. Has some loose spawns that you might be interested in, including a Letix or a GPU spawn. It's been a while since I found a Letix in here, but I do recommend checking this because there's valuable spawns. And drop down to the second floor. And 216 is the next room. As you guys can see, this guy looted everything here. Gonna check. This guy just looted a full bag. Alright, so right now this guy's in 112, so... Okay, he's in here actually. Hello there. You've been looting my stuff, my friends. That's a cracked weapon right there. I do like those. I'm still gonna go over all the spawns that I loot, so don't worry about that. And drop this. Alright. Let's go meet up with our bag. I generally don't loot the first floor except for one of the rooms at the back there. I kind of forgot where I dropped my bag. Here it is. I remembered again. But for some reason I can't pick up my bag anymore. Very interesting. Not sure what's happening there. Oh, I can't get more than 2, of course. I forgot about that. There's a limit of how many you can carry on with you. Now, I'm keeping the helmet because everything on it is going to go for more than most of the items here, so... that in mind. Is there anything here that's worth dropping? The paid I do not want. It's kind of hard to try and figure it out like this, but I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. So 216, you get a lot of electronic spawns there, including a chance for GPU and Tetrises. Meds around here, including stems of all kinds, weapon box, and the grenade boxes that I do want to check. I think I checked this one already, right? And you have a chance for a moonshine on the table here, and all kinds of ammunition on the box right there, including like all the decent ammo, like 5.5A1 and PS12Bs and such. So our set spawns has a chance of spawning on top of these cardboard boxes. This has all kinds of food, including sugars. If you find sugars, they're always worth picking up. As you can see, this guy has been looting these already. There's a red keycard spawn here. Bullets here. If you find 545 BP, always worth picking up if you find a 30 round box or whatever. Or a 120 round box is even better. So meds all around these, on top of these boxes. There's a weapon box here. And I think there's a DVL spawn on the bed. You get a duffel bag and a med bag right there. And then you have 220, which seems like he did not loot. Which I'm glad, because then I can actually loot something here for you guys. So med spawns here. The Calloc I do want. I'm gonna drink this. The Calloc can go up to like 20k, so for a one slide item, it's very good. Highly recommend picking those up. Story, I think it's looks like it's coming daytime. I don't know how we're doing on the visibility side of things here right now, so I'm gonna keep it on in the resort, the night vision. So you have two weapon boxes and valuable spawns on a cardboard box on the corner of the table there, so highly recommend checking those spots. And I do want that. Also, I think I skipped the green box. Right, and we're just gonna run down the hall here. That's about it. There's a safe on the third floor and I think possible valuable spawns, but just skip the third floor on the east wing, or west wing, sorry. It's just not worth your time. There's another room here, which is 104, I believe, and he obviously looted it. I think there's a keycard spawn, like over here somewhere. There's some USD. Don't mind if I do. And med spawns here, and that's about it. That pretty much concludes our little loot run here. Now, where that dumpster is, that's where you can find more cultists. So if you come down here, don't run out immediately if you're playing night raids, because the cultists can't sit there. If you see a cultist priest there, just go back through admin and go all the way around to Path to Shoreline, or Path to Lighthouse, sorry. And there's more spawns over here as well, industrial spawns, barter items, stuff like that. Usually worth checking. And yeah, let's get out of here. So if you're approaching the resort from this side and you see a guy standing there at night, there's a good chance that it's a cultist. I've seen people just ignore him and run straight inside. I've never dared to do that. Feels like a bit of a lottery there, so do with that information as you will. Generally, if I see a cultist, I either start blasting them. That way they usually run away and I can run inside a resort. Or I just completely ignore them and go through admin. And there is one more spot where cultists are spawning pretty commonly. This is scuffed. I don't have any aim. Sucks for me. And these guys are absolutely cracked. Insane. I'm gonna pop a propidal here. Right, so if you're coming from resort, hug these rocks around the side of the hill here and quickly check this rock here. If you see a guy crouching there, that's once again cultist. In that case, I would just backtrack and go all the way around there to tunnel. It's just not worth fighting them. Like, if there's one place that it's not worth fighting them, in my opinion, it's this area here. If you want to take them on in resort, I would generally just get them to push inside the resort. As that's your best bet, or you just blast them through the windows, whatever. But out here, there's just scattered around in the trees and in the grass, they're proning. And it's pretty hard to fight them. If you come up from this side and you see them crouching there, I would just hug the side of the swamp and just go around them. I've noticed that works for me at least. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the raid here. I'm gonna sell everything, I'll put it on the screen, the rubles we made. And that concludes our video, my friends. I do appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again, and I wish you the best. Have a good day, my friends. Goodbye.